Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
No outs, nobody on. Lofted in the air out to right field. Kinsler ranging into the outfield, and that's the first out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Called strike 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. One out, nobody on. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Next up for the Astros, Josh Reddick. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Slider up that he gets a call on. Correa, base runner at first with 1 out.
He's going.
Correa breaking for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel, and Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. Richards playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 1st round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Skied into very shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Home half of the 1st coming up from Anaheim. It's now 1-0 Houston. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you could do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
High and deep to right center. Springer giving chase. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, the sun was definitely a factor there, but here's the news. The sun rises every day, and as a player, you've got to find a way to deal with it. A glove, flip down, sunglasses, use something so you can catch the ball. Sometimes easier said than done, though.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 2 hits in 20 at-bats. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The 1-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it one away. Well, the moment now to take a look at the starting nine for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Stepping in, Justin Upton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Albert.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Albert Pujols. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
The 1-2. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that's a fair ball. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Digging in, Cole Calhoun. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. Lifted the other way to left center. Gonzalez moving to his left. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Pujols, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error, and a runner left. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. The Angels are out in front, 2-1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Full count still. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. There's Kinsler at second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport, Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Evan Gattis now standing in. His past history with Richards, just a 1 for 9. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Brian McCann. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Payoff pitch on its way. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. Here's Luis Valbuena now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's got 3 base hits in 30 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Shot down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there, got him to hit it where he wanted to, put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Into the box, Andrelton Simmons. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Valbuena gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. The second for 1. Back to first, but it's right over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Popped him up. McCann has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. In now, Martin Maldonado trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Angels go quietly there. They still lead it 2-1. Now the beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for being with us for daytime baseball on MLB Network from the Big A. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Trout to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Into the box now, Carlos Correa. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He drew a walk his first time up. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They're down 2-1. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Full count, here it comes. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope you'd work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Standing in now, Mike Trout. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
In now, Justin Upton. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Kinsler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Stepping in now, Albert Pujols. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yuli Gurriel. He reached on a single in his first try.
right? That's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Pitch is popped up. Valbuena over to his right, 1 out.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Bregman. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Marwin.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. So 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Cozart makes a great play. What a play. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Cole Calhoun earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3. He spoils another one and will do it again.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Zach Cozart. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Luis Valbuena is on deck. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Riding in once again, Luis Valbuena. He singled his last time up. Cozart, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Valbuena with a 2-2 count now.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Andrelton Simmons. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Evan Gattis now standing in. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Brian McCann. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 at this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Into the box now, George Springer. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Calhoun at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. In now for the Angels, Martin Maldonado, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Set to deal on 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. In the on deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Another payoff pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Center fielder, number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Kinsler stands at first with 1 out. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout, and the Angels have opened it up to 4-1.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
In now, Justin Upton. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Here's Upton on his way to second now. And he'll reach second now with one away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Popped him up. Bregman shading to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The right fielder, number 56. Cole.
Ready for another shot now. Cole Calhoun. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Verlander pauses with the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. The next 3-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. The Angels lead it here 4-1. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. The 3-2 pitch.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He went down on strikes last time up. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
That's a ball.
And he misses again. Ball 3. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in once again, Zach Cozart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. The 2-2. Missed with a slider.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Line drive to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear that that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Justin Verlander. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Houston, number 41, Brad Peacock.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's a .375 hitter. The 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. There's one on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
2-1 to count. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Ready once again, Alex Bregman. No hits to this point. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
And he lays off again, ball 3. Marwin Gonzalez will be next. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Very weakly on the ground. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now, and through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning, so he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this 2-run shot. Just goes to show 1 pitch, 1 swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 33, Jim Johnson.
Standing in now, Evan Gattis. Now this one's crushed. Left field line, gone. They've tied the game on back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run, Gattis, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Here's George Springer. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch, and we are tied 4-4. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Softly hit out to short. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the 1st out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball thrown by him for a strike. Here now the 2-2. High pop up. And there's out number 2.
A center fielder, number 27.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1-1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. The 1-2. This is foul right side. The 1-2 is a slider that misses below the zone. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin.
Here's Justin Upton now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. Still all square at 4 apiece. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
You gotta strike him out.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Carlos Correa is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton is over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in for Houston, Carlos Correa. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. The 1-1 home. Is taken below the zone for a ball.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 2-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate. The 3-1. A little bouncer that goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 3-2 pitch is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game. In now, Josh Reddick.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Chopped weakly to the left. Cozart charging in on it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Home half of the 8th coming up. Houston's out in front 5-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 47, Chris Levinsky.
Ready now for L.A., Albert Pujols. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. Another try at 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Popped him up. Gurriel is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Third baseman, number 7, Zach Kozar.
Digging in now, Zach Kozar. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Let's get something started here.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fouled away. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball heading out toward the 330 sign. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. Kozar stands at second with 2 gone. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. The Astros on top, 5-4. Akil Morris enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in once again, Alex Bregman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Dribbled up the line, but it gets fouled.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th. Digging in to try it again, Marwin Gonzalez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Nice swing.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Evan Gaddis. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas? Sliding stop by Kinsler. The throw. Touché, sir. Astros go down 1-2-3. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Ken Giles comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 53, Ken Giles.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 3-2 pitch gets him looking up around the letters.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. 1 out, nobody on. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, Ian Kinsler. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Back to first. A double play. And with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th. But that's where the threat ended as they turned to double play to finish this one once and for all.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Houston Astros get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Brad Peacock takes home the win.